Unscripted moment. Hey guys, welcome to Junk Mail, the show on the internet where we talk about the show on the television, Garbage Time. I answer your questions from Twitter, and also this week we got an email that was readable. So we're gonna answer an email question too. Here we go. So the email comes from Matt Cohen. He asked a bunch of questions, and guess what, Matt? Gonna answer all of them. Number one, why does Katie have different makeup hair for the shows versus the mailbag feature? Well, that's because we can only afford a hair and makeup person one day a week. So this is not that day. Number two, any thoughts on discussing the St. Louis Rams Stadium Authority not wanting a public vote for a new Rams stadium? I think it's shit. Like, that's really shit. I think ownership moving teams or doing anything in regards to teams without consulting the public is shit. But they're going to keep doing it because it's not about the fans, it's about money, which is unfortunate, and it's the thing that you try not to learn as a sports fan, but you just can't avoid it. It's the truth. It's about the money, but also f*** them. Number three, the Knicks announced all-you-can-eat free food for the game on Wednesday. Thoughts? Plus, if you had season tickets and already gave them away since this was announced on Monday. I like the way you think, Matt. I would be devastated if I gave away my ticket and then found out it was all-you-can-eat, and I would get my ticket back. And I think that would stand up in court. It's just a fire sale. It's a fire sale of food. Hey, this pulled pork, gonna go bad. Bring in all your family, and we're gonna just hand out pork. Number four, the Boston University goalie. What would you do if in his shoes? Oh, I do not envy his life. You know what they say, if you don't like what people are saying about you, change the conversation. So get out there and commit a crime, and then nobody will remember that you dropped the puck into the net after a clean save. Andy asked, if you could be any Game of Thrones character, who would you be? I would probably be Khaleesi, because she has dragons, though I don't think they like her much anymore. How devastated were you this week when she was in bed having sex with that guy, and she sat up and held the sheet? Drop the sheet! Give us something! I'm gonna hold this directly above the nip and have a conversation with you. Well, he's just man-ass everywhere. I almost saw dick, but she's covering her titties. Come on. Levon asked, what is your opinion on the Rivers trade rumors? It's so dumb. And they may do it, and I get why they would do it, but it's so dumb to gamble on a guy who is not proven, and also it's not guaranteed you're gonna get Mariota. Get rid of Phillip Rivers. I wouldn't even encourage that in fantasy football. Hold on to him. Brady asked, Katie, if you could only have one emoji on your iPhone for the rest of your life, which is it? There's a dancing woman. I never use the dancing woman. She's just not relevant to my life. I think my most used is the thumbs up, because it's just how many times in your life can you type okay? Okay has started to come off kind of mean, like okay. So then it's like, well, you could say sure with an exclamation point, and that sounds phony. So Greg asked, free pizza for life or free beer for life? I don't want to live in a world where I have to choose. Eric said, during the NFL season, will you go to different stadiums? Jaguars welcome you. Okay, well, Eric, that's very nice. Jaguars welcome literally anybody, I think, at this point. I would love to go to different stadiums. You want to pay for that? Matthew asked, is chili a soup? God damn it, internet! Yes. Yes? No, yes. Does it matter? Does it affect how you eat it or how you feel about it? Is my answer going to change your day? Is stew a soup? No, it's a stew. So chili's a chip. F this shit. The internet sucks. Zachary asked, what are your thoughts on Darren Sharper's 9 years in prison and submitting to penile monitoring for the rest of his life? Not enough years, and he should be subjected to penile chopping off for the rest of his life. That's how I feel about it personally, but that's just my personal opinion, and it's okay to disagree. Brad asked, do you like how they do your hair for the show? It always throws me off the first few minutes, and then added quickly. And yes, I would ask a male host the same question. The internet has trained you well. Yeah, it's weird to have my hair and makeup done because it feels like we're in the same studio, and I've always just sort of looked this way. So it is weird, but I will say it's a necessary evil because you people have like those super HD TVs now, and if I wear this on your HD TV, you're gonna see how tired I am and like the sleeps in the corner of my eye. Like I need a person fixing my face. Kip sang. The return of Kip sang. He said, How do you respond to the recent groping allegations against Cookie Monster in Times Square? I feel like this is a recurring story. Has this not happened before with the Elmo? For those of you who've never been to New York Times Square, congratulations. But there are people who walk around in not the real costumes, but like really gross knockoff versions. Like Cookie Monster's way too skinny, and Elmo is like gangly and weird. And now apparently Cookie Monster grabbed a woman by her breasts. The obvious joke being that he needed the milk for the cookies, right? That's what you're hoping I would. But I'm not going to go there because I'm above that. Johnny asked, with no Bruins, is there any team you'll be rooting for in the Stanley Cup playoffs? I mean, I guess it's tough because you don't want to look like, oh, I'm jumping on a bandwagon. But I guess I would pull for the Rangers because we have more opportunities to go to games if they, or the Islanders because Johnny Boychuk plays there now, and that's great. But I don't think they have that great of a chance. I don't know. The Islanders or the Rangers for no reason other than I would like to be able to go to some games. A diehard fan said, as a Bostonian in New York, which team do you find it hardest to root for in public? Sox, Patriots, Bruins, or Celtics? I'd say Patriots. It's between the Sox and the Patriots, but it's the Patriots. And lastly, last week on the show, we asked you guys to send us your best hashtag Coach Coachella, which was, you know, Coachella bands, but coaches. And you guys had some really funny ones. Like, I was pleasantly surprised. Gino Ariema, Greg Marshall Mathers, Lana Del Rio, Steely Dan Reeves, 2 people, Urban Meyer Hawthorne, Keith Urban Meyer, Doc Rivers Cuomo, Tony Bennett, who's actually a coach. That just worked out. Jean Katy Perry, John Thompson, the Third Eye Blind, JT 3 Doors Down. These are great. You guys are great. So those are my favorites. So thanks for sending those in. Those are really funny. We're going to try to incorporate more like hashtag games onto the show because it turns out you guys are really good at them. Who knew? That's it for today's junk mail. Coming up on this week's Garbage Time, we've got Anthony Anderson from Blackish and everything else you've ever seen on either television or movies. He's in a lot of stuff. He works hard. We will see you Sunday at 9:30 Eastern. Bye.